Welcome back. I'm MTG Joe, and today we're going to be playing some more of Luis Scott Vargas LSV's Izzet Phoenix deck from the Mythic Championship. So we're playing best of one ranked here, and we're playing the stock deck list that he's playing. So we'll take it through a couple spins and see how it does. For those of you who haven't done so already, if you're looking for a way to support the channel for absolutely free, the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner is a great way to show your support. So this hand's a little bit rough. We need a second land. We're short red, but if we can hit it, we have two looks at it with opt. I think we keep it anyways. If we don't hit the red, then we're a little punished, but we'll play it out here. We effectively have a draw off this, a scry, and then another draw. So opponents could be on Esper, so we're really looking for land here. Chart of course doesn't help. So second land here is not bad. We can chart a course at least, and then we find the reds. Here, probably just get rid of the Lava Coil for now. We don't know what we're playing against, but Godless Shrine typically indicates Esper. Okay, so it looks like some sort of Knights deck. Here, I'm gonna shock in. They can't play a pump yet, so I think we just do Electromancer and chart a course. They can't really deal with the Drakes. I kind of want to... Do we want Ral? We can probably... let's get rid of one shock. Ral's good as repeatable card draw. This could be black-white Knights or just black-white Midrange. So no blocks here. So they play Plaguecrafter. So here we'll just play out another Electromancer and then shock. If we didn't have to sack and we could play out the Drake, but I don't want to play out the Drake without another creature, just seeing the Plaguecrafter come down. So we'll just shock here to keep our life higher. Opponent also looks to be stuck on land. So they play another Plaguecrafter, so not the worst. We were able to protect ourselves there. So we get hurt if they have a third Plaguecrafter, unknown if they do. Here I'm just going to get the Drake. Just want to start applying pressure. They're 7 power. So we have basically one this turn, one the next turn. So let's see what we get with Ral first. Take a Radical Idea. We'll pass the turn. So depending what they play, we'll either opt. So they hit the land. So they'll Ravenous Chupacabra here. We'll just shock this in response. They will get a card draw out of it. So this looks like some sort of black-white creature midrange. Another Drake's good. So here, I'm actually going to take the land. We can easily get the Phoenix back. Beacon Bolt's another good card. Just play that tapped and pass the turn. So next turn we can pretty much get a ton of instants and sorceries. So they have another Ravenous Chupacabra. Opponent's drawn all creature removal. So getting the Phoenix into play won't be the worst idea. Opponent so they attack Ral here, which is fine. So I'm just gonna opt here. We want more instants and sorceries. Shock's not bad. So we're gonna plus Ral first to see if we hit another Phoenix. Discovery is not bad. You can dig us more cards. So we're going to keep the Electromancer because it makes everything cheaper. So we're going to play out a Chart a Course first. We'll discard the other Electromancer. We will play a Radical Idea. So we played Chart Discovery, so we should be able to go to attacks now and get the Phoenix back. And just attack in here. Pass the turn. So next, we can shock one of them, depending what they come out with. This deck likely will play. Of note, they have the Memorial of Folly, so we might opt to not do it right now because they'll have the removal in Chupacabra. I feel like this deck could play like Lyra or something as well. Maybe. So they play the Eldest Reborn. So we'll sack as such. They'll get into 4 damage into Ral. So we'll just protect Ral here. So it's plus Ral, get a land. Play Tormenting Voice, get rid of Steam Vents. That's a second spell. Play Opt, that's the third spell, so Chart a Course. I want to see if we can draw Phoenix. Discard a Phoenix. And attack for 9. And this is just where the resilience of the deck comes through. We'll discard the Steam Vents. So opponent basically needs a Settle the Wreckage here. Basilica Bellhaunt. Gains him a little life. So we'll Lava Coil the Bellhaunt, attack for 9. Opponent keeps getting preoccupied with Ral as well, so it's being a buffer to our life total. Just in case we draw the other Phoenix. Entrancing Melody. It's actually pretty solid. So here they'd be X6. So we'll attack in first. X4. Take the Basilica Bellhaunt. And just exile the Chupacabra. And pretty much should have it wrapped up. They'll likely take one of our drakes. We can just beacon bolt it and then attack in with one Phoenix, just in case they have settle, even if we attack in with the Bell Haunt as well. Opponent's thinking, but they don't really have much options at this point. So I'll take a Chupacabra. It's really not that bad for us. They take out a Phoenix, but unless they have some more removal, pretty much dead on board. So this is black-white lumbering battlement. So they're playing a lot of enter the battlefield creatures. It's a lot of posturing, but so another Phoenix just seals it up. Opponent gives us the good game. Let's take down black-white lumbering battlement, mid-range if you will. So we'll take it for one more. The deck feels pretty good when it gets going. In another video that we were playing on Twitch, we went 2-2. We beat Mono Blue and Esper quite handily, but just came close against Mono Red. We were 1 point of damage away, and they had double lightning bolts in hand. So this hand we can shock on one if need to, and then Tormenting Voice to discard the Phoenix. And just with a lot of the removal now, you're seeing Mortifies, you're seeing like cast down, stuff of that nature, which really we don't mind with the Phoenix. You're not seeing as much of the exile-based removal in white, just due to the presence of Mortify, which is a good way to shut off Arclight Phoenix. This looks like Esper. Hopefully Hero. So they thought Erasure us. So the best card they could take here is Tormenting Voice. If they are afraid of Ral or Crackling Drake, they would take that. Depending on what their hand is, though, I would feel that taking the Voice wouldn't be that bad of an idea. So they've seen this Phoenix, so we'll discard this Phoenix. So next turn we could chart a course, discard the other Phoenix. So here we'll just discard the Phoenix. And then next turn we have our 3 spells that we need. So even at this point, if the opponent counters any of them, it doesn't really matter. So this deck's actually pretty good if you hate getting countered. So there is a play to take Opt here. Opponent decides to go with our threat. Entrancing Melody's not bad. So we'll see if we can draw some more cards. Draw spells. Another Phoenix is good here. So we'll attack in. See if the opponent comes with a Teferi. So they may have Settle here. We won't play the other Phoenix just yet. Okay, so they just have the cast down. I'm just going to play out the Drake. If they counter it, they counter it. I just want to see if we can cycle. If not, we present lethal. Okay, so they have the absorb. So opponent draws 3 here. Lava Coil really doesn't help. I'm hesitant to play out the second Phoenix just yet. If they have a Wrath, then we really have no way to get it back. So Chart of Course isn't bad here. So they absorb. So we'll just attack in. So they cast down. So next turn we'll play out the other Phoenix. See what they have in terms of removal. So they have Moment of Craving. So I'm gonna Chart a Course first. We'll see if they counter. So they'll negate here. Just cast Opt. If we can find another spell, we get it back. Electromancer's not the worst. It applies some pressure at least. So we did have 3 Phoenixes coming back if we could hit another spell. In this matchup, the Lava Coils are a little awkward. So next turn, depending what the opponent does, we can Entrancing Melody our own Electromancer, shock it our opponent, and Lava Coil our Electromancer to get back the 3. It's fine. Opponent plays Teferi. They'll uptick. So decision here is, because they're going to take the shock, we'll just shock Teferi. I don't care about the other cards if they take them. So the thought erasure there is really good. We did have the win otherwise. So opponent will untap 2 here. We can take the fairy down to 1 damage. Drawing another Lava Coil doesn't help. So they have the cast down. So we really just need to chain some draw spells together. Radical Idea would be good. So they have Kaya, which is actually very good against our deck. They're going to start exiling our Phoenixes. I think I actually like the 4 blue XX control, because we can take control of Planeswalkers as well. So they take 2 of our Phoenixes. So if we don't draw a card draw, then we'll concede this one. Opponent had us. I really like Kaya in the main of these decks. It's a good way to deal with mono blue, our deck, as well as mono red. So we'll see what we draw off the Drake. It is a threat. So they'll get rid of our other Phoenix here. But if they don't tuck our Drake, then it's encouraging. So all our Arclight Phoenixes are gone. Okay, so opponent likely has a removal spell. So So they Kaya's Wrath. So we'll Discovery. Don't want lands. Of course, draw land. Radical Idea. Just shock ourselves. And Radical Idea again. There is a play to not do the second Radical Idea in case they have Thought Erasure. They do have the option to force this anyways with Kaya, so just skip the step there. So we have one Phoenix left. There's one Drake there, two Drakes, three Drakes, and a Niv. So opponent will take our opt. So if we don't draw like a Phoenix, then we'll just concede this game. Opponent's pretty much locked up board control. And that's an important lesson when you are playing against control. The games can be quite long and drawn out. It's just knowing when the game's over. So at this point here, we've drawn quite a few dead cards. We have two main win conditions left. So if we don't hit either of those, and really with the Drake, it'll just be tucked anyways, and they likely have the removal. The Phoenix will get in an attack. So we're pretty much dead. Yeah, so I'm just going to concede this one. We're not really getting out of this. They have it pretty much locked up. But that's a demo of the deck itself. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We can take it for a spin with a couple more, but we're going to be trying out a couple more new decks on the stream. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe. It's a free way to support the channel and helps grow things on my end. Thanks for watching and have a great one.